the funerals, and we want to cry and weep over what we are already doing in the abortion clinic. Hard to believe, but it's true. Think about it, right? Since 1973, 72 or 73, when Roe versus Wade first kicked in the high gear, 20 million black babies aborted.
They had I gotta repeat some of them. They had a message to Israel last month. Go ahead. They was ordered to take specific steps in this war.
We use the scriptures in this.
You can.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just asking. I think we used it last time, did we?
I know the last one I said we did. Hey, clap it up.
Right.
This is the One West News Desk. This is your real Bloomberg. This is your real Fox News. This is your real NBC. You understand? Bringing all the news. Anytime it feels like breaking with ISUBK under command of Juliana. Started at 1 West 125th Street, all in New York. We've been teaching this Bible since 1969, and that the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
We got plenty to bring out tonight. If you missed it, if it's not being brought to you by your local news, your international news, we'll bring it out here tonight. But it's a lot of headlines. Of course, we've been bombarded with Trump news.
Right.
They love a good Trump story, which is fine. You know, the devil is being exposed, not just him, but his entire society. This entire society is Trump. Is the devil. Is a nation of people, a nation of unalivers, a nation of people that hate you.
Right.
That hate the so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. The true biblical Jews of the Bible, the people that are not desired.
Right.
Everybody, they always showing the Haitian getting locked up. They always showing a Hispanic brother, sister getting locked up. Why is that? You never ask yourself that? When the number one immigrant, and we'll get to I know we've been bombarded with Trump news and ICE and ICE news. I know we've been bombarded, but we're going to hit the big one. Hit the big one first, get the ball rolling, and then we'll continue on. But you notice, although this country has real, when I say this, I'm talking about America, of course, the USA has real enemies.
Mm-hmm.
You got refugees from the Gaza Strip. You got refugees from Afghanistan. You got refugees from Iraq. These refugees have a legitimate reason to hate America. But America is so focused on hating the black man.
Right.
It's so focused on hating the so-called Latinos and the First Nation brothers and sisters, the Native Indians. Why is that? The scriptures say we're the nation that is not desired. That's all. Like it should be playing this day. Like ain't nobody talking about the Asians getting locked up or Arabs getting locked up. The main focus is the children of Israel. Yeah, you had anything to add? I'm gonna get a different chair.
Yeah, man. Listen, that's how it always has been. We always been put on the forefront. You understand? Being locked up. When you think of anybody getting locked up, you think of the so-called blacks and Hispanics and natives, you know. That's just how we've been portrayed. We get portrayed like that in movies, on TV, on the news, and everything like that. Think about what they did to the brother too, right? Think about this. They said that brother, that Haitian brother that got locked up, they said he had 17 charges, right? Let me ask a question. How would they know that he had 17 charges? And if they knew he had 17 charges, why would they let him into the country? Again, our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Our oppressor portrays us as something that we are not. That brother, I can guarantee you, almost guarantee you that brother didn't have 17 charges. but this is what they put out there. And then when the other nations see us, that's the only thing that they see. That's the only thing that they know. That's the only thing that they hear. So that's who we are to them, you know?
Another thing about on these raids, if I could, they say they're targeting alien, so-called alien, illegals, right? Criminal alien illegals. They specifically criminal alien illegals. Why in the hell are you going to elementary schools? You ever wondered that? Now there are children, my thumb.
Right.
There are Hispanic and Haitian children in dog cages. In dog cages. You understand? Why is that? We just mentioned it. We're being targeted because why? We're the people that's not desired. You understand?
Right.
You want to bring up an article on this? Let's share something here.
Which one? Which one you want to go?
I got one article here. I'm gonna share.
Okay, you want me to read it?
Come.
Come.
Y'all bear with me once. I got one article. Go ahead and read that headline.
Okay, the headline is Trump administration carries out multiple raids targeting criminal aliens in first weekend.
Damn. They couldn't wait to come after you, black man.
Right.
And when I say black man, I'm talking about Hispanics and Native Indians. Seminole Indians alike. Benjamite brothers, Jamaicans, Trinidadians, you understand, West Indian brothers. I'm gonna get some more on this. You wanna play this? Let me play this. If I could play it. Bear with me 1 second, y'all. I'm at the back.
Thanks, guys. Well, the crackdown is coming into focus under President Trump's direction.
I got that.
This is racking up thousands of arrests, and this as we enter week 2 of Trump 2.0. Good morning. I'm Dana Perino. Bill is off today. Good morning, Sandra.
It's great to be with you, Dana. Thanks for having me. I'm Sandra Smith. This is America's Newsroom. It was a busy weekend for sure for ICE, the agency arresting nearly 300 illegal immigrants on Saturday alone and nearly 1,000 on Sunday. ICE also lodged nearly 8, according to Border Czar Tom Homan. This is only the beginning.
Yes, but you're going to see the numbers steadily increase, the number of arrests nationwide as we open up the aperture. Right now, it's concentrating public safety threats, national security threats. That's a smaller population. So we're going to do this on priority base, as President Trump's promised, but as that aperture opens.
Are being carried out. You can see agents loading criminal migrants onto a military plane there. The flight bound for their country of origin.
One South American leader tried to turn away those flights, but he quickly reversed that policy after a fierce response from President Trump. We have.
We gonna start. You want to
see that thing? That photo? They said he took that photo on purpose, just to use it as propaganda, just like they doing right now.
This weekend, for a few hours at least, the Colombian president was really dug in against.
Of course, Trump came back, said we're going to do these tariffs. We're going to tax you 20% on your cargo or what have you. And he's bullying the entire earth.
Right.
He's bullying the entire earth right now. But this is what's going on in the earth right now. Big headlines. I know y'all been saturated with the news. You had to hit the big one first.
Right.
All right. Madam, you had anything?
No, that was it on that. But I got that article right here. Got it.
You got enough? Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Says federal agents from Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, and their partners conducted nationwide roundups of more than 1,200 illegal immigrants over the weekend who were charged or convicted with committing crimes on American soil.
Right. And look, mind you, they're going to, especially specific news outlet is going to push the narrative that it's criminals. They're going to push this narrative that it's criminals. They're going to push this narrative that is we only targeting illegals. They're going to push these narratives. Why? They gotta put in your brain that this is a positive thing.
Right.
That this is a positive thing. This is no different than Nazi Germany. It's no different. It's the same tactics here.
Right.
You understand? What's going on now? Everybody's hiding people. Hiding people in their homes, and then face persecution if they're hiding somebody that doesn't want to be harmed, that they don't want them to be sent away. They don't want them to be put in a cage, children in dog cages, separated from their families. They are going to elementary schools. They are going after children. This is yeah.
I just got one question, right? On the first day, how many did they say they arrested?
What, up to 1,000 or so?
1,200. So you mean to tell me you knew where 1,200 criminals was for how long?
Right.
And all of a sudden you decided to go round up all 1,200 of them in one day. This is the propaganda that we're talking about, right? But I can guarantee you, mostly none of them had criminal charges on them. Right. But when you arrest someone who is not legally documented or isn't all the way processed, you can use that as propaganda. If you looked at the video, right, they show that same video every time with the same 9 people going onto that plane.
Right.
Now you're talking about 1,200. Usually, if America has a whole bunch of people that they have arrested, they show all of them on there. Just like when they show those immigrant lines, thousands of people coming across the border, but you keep seeing the same 23 people, and they keep showing them from different angles.
Right.
This is.
And you want to, if I could, and you want to tell me you're going to put 23 people on a cargo plane?
Right.
You're gonna put 23 people on a military cargo plane?
Right.
Come on, man. Go ahead.
Which costs $150,000 to gas up.
Right.
So you mean to tell me 23 people on that big plane just to get over there and then get turned away with 23 people? That sounds like American propaganda to me. You know, but like I said before, right? They keep showing the same 9 people walking onto that plane. They don't show, like, if you got 1,200 people that you sending back over there, even if you got 1,200 people that you're processing, they don't even show them being processed. And this is the thing, right? When you start seeing this and then you start seeing ICE, then you really believe that, oh, well, the taxes that we pay, we really believe that it's doing its job. But we all being robbed. We all being deceived. You understand? All of this is just a game that America plays. Listen, I told people this before. I had a part-time job at a fruit packing company out Jessup. And 2 days before immigration would show up, they would tell all of the immigrants so that they wouldn't show up that day. Immigration would come in, walk around, do a quick walk around, and then walk back out the door. And all of the immigrants would come back in the next day. It's a game. It's a game. Immigration has no place in this country, but to make us believe that, you know, this is what your taxes go towards. This is what they do. And it's a whole game. If they tell all these people, let me ask you this. How many people want to go out and pick tomatoes or pick oranges or apples or pick fruit and all of that? You understand? To immigrate all of these people, but they can afford to lock them up and have free labor.
Right. Imagine this, right? This is the analogy you have to have in your mind. Let's take it back to our calamity and in a different age.
Right.
Imagine all of the slaves being deported. It would dismantle an entire infrastructure. Do you really think that they deporting everybody? You know, it's a lot of people over there on special visas and this, that, and the third. They just attacking Hispanic people out of spite. It's not about protecting American jobs. They said they're stealing black jobs. In other words, they're stealing slave labor.
Right.
You understand? Surely the oppressor is deceived because they deceiving black folk. Yeah, we got black folk out here coming up against black Hispanic people. Meanwhile, they vote, dumb. you think you American now. Go ahead, get pulled over. You're gonna see how American you is then.
Right.
You understand? Make a silly mistake. You're gonna see how American you is then. Let your windows be a little too dark one day. Let them look too dark one day. You're gonna see how American you are then. You understand? Like it's absolutely gross and disgusting. Let me share this real quick. How attached we become to this age in society, so much so we think we're a part of it in the positive light. Y'all saw that preacher up there, man, talking about free at last.
Yeah,
what a gross display of Christianity
and
and submissiveness under our suppressor. I said suppressor, oppressor. What a gross, disgusting display of being a subservient. It's absolutely gross. It's absolutely gross. And Madonna, I can't. It's a shame. Like it was equivalent. It was equivalent to Meg Thee Stallion twerking for Kamala.
Right.
It's no difference. Putting on a show. And then you got Snoop Dogg up there. And y'all thought Snoop Dogg had integrity. That's the crazy thing. You thought a gangbanger had integrity. The same man that sold you drugs had integrity. The same man that promoted gang activity in LA had some type of integrity. Yo, I don't even know. Why do we think like this, Madonna?
I don't know.
Why do we think they had some type of backbone? Madonna, please.
In 2016, didn't he talk about the other people who did all of that stuff who tap dance at the inauguration for him the first time?
It's theatrics. You get on your phone and you go live. All right, y'all cooning. You're one and the same. It's all
right.
It's all a circus. He's a part of the circus. He can be on one end one day. He can be on the other end of the circus the other day. Just like WWE. 1 minute you're the good guy and tackling the bad guy. 1, 2, 3, pinned out. You're the good guy. You're the hero.
Right.
I remember when Rock was the bad guy. Remember the Rock?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's back in there now. He was the bad guy first. Then he turned the good guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's all theatrics. Snoop Dogg is just part of the game. That's all. Go ahead.
Said Elon Musk said he promised him a Tesla.
Gee, you sold out for a goddamn Tesla. He was making $500,000 a day during the Olympics. How much more money you need?
Right.
Was it? Am I exaggerating? My bad. He was making bank just to be at the Olympics.
He said every event he showed up to, he got $500,000.
Come on.
He showed up at every event.
Mm-hmm. Cashing out. What a use a goddamn hoe. Listen, I'm not saying don't get the money, but have some integrity while getting the money. You know what I mean?
What's that game where you roll a little ball? He showed up at that.
We don't even know what it's called.
He showed up at
that. And it got to go in like a specific circle.
Yeah, in a specific circle, and they be rolling them around each other. It's shaped kind of oval, but anyway,
and they go like this. They go like in an aqua trying to go around.
They go.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Somebody in the chat, let me know what that game is called.
I don't know what that is,
but I know exactly because it'd be a bunch of the joints in the area, and they got to go around it.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
And land.
Let black folk get in that. We're gonna take that. We got to take that over.
They got land in the circle.
Right. We're gonna take that over too. We're gonna take that over too. Don't worry about it. If we probably already took it. I don't even know.
But he sold out a long time ago, though.
Mm-hmm.
He sold out a long time ago.
Snoop Dogg. We thought he had some type of everybody, man. Oh, everybody get out there and block Snoop Dogg. Block him on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Block him. We gonna protest.
Listen, we gotta get ourselves together
Mm-hmm.
because we
grab me a cup real quick.
we look up to the wrong people. You understand? We look up to the wrong people for the wrong thing. You know, instead of looking towards the Most High, these laws, statutes, and commandments, we looking up to a Snoop Dogg who's selling us out at every turn. You know, he sold out a long time ago. Once he started doing those, he started doing all kinds of commercials. What was that? Was that the Corona commercial?
Right.
Once he started doing the Corona, he started doing the Corona commercial. I already knew he sold out.
Right.
You gotta be special to get that. You know what I mean? You see them all. They doing Wayfair commercials and all this other type of stuff like that. He got Walmart too. Ain't he doing Walmart?
Yeah. Listen, he ain't no different than Shaq.
Right. Oh yeah.
Then when Shaq was getting all them endorsements,
He tap dancing for Pizza Hut or Domino. What's that? Papa John.
Papa John.
Man, he doing all kinds
Icy
of stuff,
Hot.
man. And what's the little car insurance spot? The little dude.
The general.
The general car insurance. He tap dancing and all of that, man. He been tap dancing for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Smith brought him out. Kenny Smith made them look silly. Him and Charles Barkley.
Right.
When all of that stuff started happening in the NFL, he said he can't take it. He walked out on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they sat there looking like with the big look on their face. You know.
Snoop Dogg. That was on my list too, man. I got to pull an article on that. I mean, that's just self-explanatory.
Listen.
And then he got on live. He got on his social media talking about he got haters. This. Who else was out there?
Haters.
Rick Ross was out there, I think.
Oh yeah, Rick Ross and
Nelly.
Yeah.
Was it anybody else?
It was Rick Ross, Nelly, Snoop, and it was somebody else. It was somebody.
It was a HBCU marching band out there.
Oh yeah.
I forget which one it was. But yeah, that was that.
Yeah, they rat-a-tat-tatted too. I heard they got paid. What they got paid $100,000
for each.
The HBCU. No,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking the
That's
HBCU in itself. Yeah, but think about this, right? You're not even getting the dough.
Mm-hmm.
You tap dancing for the university, and the university ain't cutting you in on nothing. Mm-hmm. I'd at least cut a side.
I mean, goddamn. They got. I mean, the tuition. They could have put it to the children. Oh, he said so. Damn, Soldier Boy.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, Soldier Boy. Who said that?
Alizar
on it.
Soldier Boy. And that they could have put something. They could have paid them they tuition off. All them students in there for music education, whatever degree they going for.
Right. Yep. Did
y'all run them likes? So we up 1,000 likes on.
You would think.
TikTok. Keep running them likes off. Hit that heart. I'm saying, share the stream. Hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. But yeah, this was going on with them. What else we got here?
Oh, let's. I want to hit this because this is something right here that we get blamed for this all the time, right? We get blamed. We always the evil person, you know, and then we always the ones got to go back and apologize. They make us apologize. They take money from us. You seen what they did with this is the member of parliament, a Jewish member of parliament, got caught on what was that? A child sex scandal. You see that? Who is Ivor Kaplan? Ivor Kaplan. What is that? A former Labor member of parliament who criticized Elon Musk, now embroidered in a child sex scandal. Now we talk about the so-called small hats and the things that we have to do, and we have to tap dance in the things when we say certain things or do certain things. We always got to apologize. We always get ridiculed, and they act like they are above. You understand? But they are not above. As a matter of fact, they are the lowest thing on the earth. They are the scum of the earth. You understand? These are the people who, when we are around them long enough, we begin to pick up their characteristics. We begin to pick up their customs and their culture. The things that we do and the things that we get in prison for are not our custom and culture. But because we are captivity the way we are, a lot of times they put us in positions where we can't, we think we only have one way out, and we begin to act as our oppressor. Well, let's listen to this oppressor right here. Former Labor member of Parliament Ivor Kaplan, who represented Ho, has been arrested in Brighton after being caught in a sting operation by citizen pedophile hunters. This is a group in I believe that's over in London, right?
Somewhere over there.
Over in London, over across the pond. Anyway, this followed a recent criticism of tech billionaire Elon Musk by Kaplan. Kaplan made his mark in the British politics in 1997, blah, 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 blah. All of that. Former Labor member of Parliament Ivor Kaplan was arrested in Brighton following a sting operation. Online footage shows a man alleged to be Kaplan being handcuffed by police on suspicion of engaging in inappropriate online communication with a minor. Now, if that had been anybody else, their face would have been plastered all over the TV. Mm-hmm. Everything would have been pulled out, especially them being such a high-profile person, a member of Parliament.
Right.
That's just like a member of Congress,
right.
A senator or a congressman. You understand? This should have been all over the news. This should have made international news. But guess what? It made third class and fourth class news. And this is what we have to understand. Our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And when things happen to our oppressor, they put it on the back page. They put it at the back of everything. You understand? They don't want their, what am I saying? They don't want their iniquities to show. They don't want to look like the devils that they are. But this is what happens. You understand?
Okay.
Go ahead.
He also had a track record.
Yeah.
As y'all see in this very article, he had previous allegations that should have gave them some red flags on his conduct. You know what I mean? We ain't got to go all the way into it.
You want me to read it?
No, you ain't got to. Let's go into the recent stuff.
Okay.
That you already read.
Okay. All right. Let me go back. Well, let me drop down. The recent controversy. All right. Kaplan recently made headlines for his criticism of Elon Musk. Okay, whatever. During a television appearance, Kaplan condemned Musk's tweet targeting Labor leader Keir Starmer and member of Parliament Jess Phillips, calling them unfounded and completely unacceptable. What's more unacceptable than a child? Can we say that?
Predator.
A child predator.
That's it.
Yeah. What's more unacceptable than that? You understand? They like to thumb their nose, when it comes to their, what do they call it? Iniquities, They like to, turn their head, turn a blind eye when it comes to their own iniquities. But when it comes to us, they like to put us on the forefront. Just like the brother we seen, the Haitian, that they put on all plastered them all on the TV. Think about it, right?
Yep.
That was what was that? A 10-second clip, right?
Mm-hmm.
A 10-second clip of nothing.
Yep.
And this is something, and nobody even knows about this. You understand? This is the reason why the Most High tells us never to make peace with them. This is what happens when we make peace with them. They hide their iniquities and throw us right under the bus.
It's the same thing happening in the U.S. The scandals and the gross things that's happening in Congress.
Right.
Things that's going on in they boardrooms on our dollar. Tax dollars paying people hush money tax dollars paying people hush money for immoral acts in Congress.
Right.
There's news articles everywhere. I was going to do a class on it, but they got our tax dollars is paying congressmen and women hush money to SA victims. To SA victims, you understand? Why isn't this brought to the forefront? Why isn't this brought to the light? Why? Because they want to bury it. Why? Trying to keep America's image squeaky clean. That's that propaganda.
Right.
When really they should be removed from office. Really, they should be stepping down and resigning and put on blast. But no, our tax dollars are paying our hush money dollars to congressmen essay allegations.
Right.
You're not gonna see that on Fox too much. You might see an article here, sprinkle here, article there, like you was bringing out earlier.
Right.
All of these, just like this one here. This should be brought to the forefront. This should be headlining news. Come on, man. You can go ahead.
They should be warning us about these kind of predators, you know? And this is the thing that puts our people in danger. You understand that the Catholic Church has totally put us in danger. You understand? And they just getting around to it. And this has been happening more than that. You know, that's what the Catholic Church is built on.
All right, more news. You want to read some more? You want to get on that?
Yeah. You don't bring
That's
all
cool.
of that out on them, right? They deserve it.
Let's go ahead.
Listen,
What's the headline?
it says Israel presents itself as a haven for the gay community. And I was looking it up online, and the largest community for the LGBTQ just happens to be Israel. Did I say that wrong? Should I say Israel, right?
Israel.
Okay, Israel.
Good.
The Israelis, you know, over in Israel right now is the largest LGBT community. You know, it's a lot of I want to say immoral things going on with these people these days. Everything is being exposed and everything is coming out right now. The largest LGBTQ community. So imagine what happened. So, okay, all right, think about this, Cap. What was one of the things that they said that was happening to those Palestinians over there that were being detained?
Oh yeah, they was being I say
Right.
they was being assaulted in a particular manner that is ridiculous.
Right.
And women, men and women. If I could just expound, that's their culture. You understand? You got a people that claim to be moral, that claim to be just, that claim to be upright, but in reality, they are a cruel beast.
Exactly.
Cruel beast. When the true Israelites run the earth and take over the earth, that is not even going to be heard of.
Right.
Going to get justice, but that ain't justice. That's just immoral and immoral people that's claiming to be the children of Israel.
Right.
Go ahead.
I mean, it's surprising though that people still believe that they are the people of the Bible when they do everything that goes against what the Bible says. How can we believe that? Everything that they do goes against what the Bible tells us to do.
Hey, real quick, Tim Abdul, we're going to address you in a second. Make sure you stay tuned in, Abdul. Okay, go ahead.
You understand? They claim to be those biblical Jews, but how can you, when you go against each law or every law that the Most High told us to hold on to? How can you be those people? And not only that, how can people believe that those are the people when they see the acts that they act out? The things that they act out shows you who they really are.
Mm-hmm.
You are of your father, the devil.
Right.
You know, ain't nothing else can be said about that. You know,
That's their culture. That's their way.
what else was we talking about them? Think about other things too, right? Who was the number one consumer of marijuana on the globe?
So-called Israel.
The so-called Israelis, the number one consumer of marijuana on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's them. That's them as a people. That's why they unalive, SA. You understand? This is part of their culture. Go ahead, Cap.
No doubt.
You want to read that, or you want me to read it?
You can read some. I want to get on to MLK.
Okay.
After
yeah,
this.
because we got what's the name, Cap? We got 10 minutes.
We can go over just a little bit just to cover it. You want to read some of this article on the Israelis?
Yeah, why not? I want to find it.
The sun is setting. Gay pride flags were next to the water. Same-sex couples kiss and cuddle on the beach. This is Tel Aviv, which the government of Israel is now pushing as one of the most gay-friendly cities in the world. And gay tourism is booming. They boom. They got people flying out and coming and having them diddy parties.
Listen, when those Salakia, sir, if I may, when those Palestinians caught them 3 miles off of the border, that's what was said was happening at that party that they was having, all the way out in nowhere land, you know. And this is part of their culture, you know. So it's what they do. We keep looking at us, and I hear our own people say, you know, well, that's always been us. That has not always been us. We have just taken on the customs and culture of our oppressor. That's it.
No doubt. It says it's a place you have to go. Good parties, not just parties, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good time. It's a good party. And what type of party is a good party? It's a diddy party.
Diddy party.
Ain't no party like a diddy party over there in Tel Aviv, right? Let's read on. Nice people, beautiful people, and just different from all the other tourist destinations you can go to, says Jorg. Oh, no, my bad. It's
Gross
Yiddish.
Yeah, that's
Gorskopf.
Yeah.
German tourist who, together with his partner Peter, is on his 7th vacation. They do this annually.
Oh, listen, they go down there like I used to go down Myrtle Beach to bike week.
You know? Listen, come on, y'all. A lot of Marylanders over the year, we like to go to North Carolina, South Carolina. We hit that.
Yeah,
that's like our tour. I don't know what it is about Maryland. Baltimore people from Baltimore like Myrtle Beach.
Right.
We think that's we traveling in the country going down to Myrtle Beach. Right. I don't know about you, but that's a destination for a lot of Black Maryland families.
Yeah.
But hold on, let me get some more.
Tel Aviv.
Tel Aviv will host the annual Gay Pride June 8th. The government and the organizers say it's expected to be the biggest one ever. Now look, these goddamn Israelis is worried about Islamic influence and the Palestinians. Meanwhile, they having diddy parties out in the goddamn street. They no different from America. That's what you don't recognize and understand. They stole a name and our badge, the seal of Zion, the shield of David, and you think they're upright and moral and just and got all these that meanwhile, they are the number one capital of homosexuality. And they're claiming to be the Jews.
Look at this though, right? It says LGBT rights in Israel are truly an achievement, says Isha Pincus, a former Tel Aviv council member.
Mhm.
It's an obligation to show the world.
Damn. They setting an example. The head Edomite. God damn. Ain't no, the oppressor is surely the deceiver that the Bible speaks
of. Exactly.
The devil. But they don't eat pork though. So
right.
So that means they don't eat pork.
It. I don't
they don't cook on the Sabbath though. Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. Any more on that though?
They said, listen, I can't believe I believe they do eat pork. And I'm only saying that because they said what's his name? Netanyahu.
Mm-hmm.
They said he don't even go to Sabbath.
Hey.
He don't even celebrate the Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? He'd rather bomb and do everything on it. They don't even take them days off.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that work? War.
Considered to them.
War was work, right?
Considered to them. They can't even walk up the damn stairs on Saturday. They don't even know.
Right.
They don't even know what they don't even want to push the damn button.
Right.
On the elevator. They don't know what it is to follow the Sabbath.
Right. I just can't believe. I don't even believe they do it anyway.
Well, let's get some more. Now we got to get into this.
I was about to say, you want to do that? What's the name right now?
The MLK.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you something that ain't being broadcasted. Hey, listen, Abdul, we're gonna get to you. Just hang out a little bit. We're gonna address you and whatever you screaming about Islam, and we'll talk in a second. Just let us get our news stories out because this is the people's Bloomberg. You understand? The One West News Desk, along with Cross the Line and Black Watch, we Israel's Bloomberg.
Right.
You understand? We Israel's Fox News. You understand? That's what we is right here. You understand? So listen, let me get this here. What I'm about to show y'all may have not seen yet, but it's something that you might want to save. And if you want the file, I'll send the file directly to you. I'm going to open this file. We're going to share this file here. I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to show you something that's going to absolutely blow your mind. I'm going to share with you tonight FBI files that you have never seen. Breaking news, anytime it feels like breaking here on the One West News Desk. Okay, let me see there. I'm going to share this screen here. Now, how do I share a document? How do I share? Let me go to the window. Okay, there we go. Make sure they can see this online. I know it's a little bit blurry, but bear with me here. I'm gonna make this a little bit more visible. Now, right there at the top of here, what y'all see there? It says Federal Bureau of Investigation. This is an official, you see the seal, FBI document. Martin Luther King Jr., a current analysis. Let me scroll down here. March 12th, 1968 here. This is a real document from the FBI. We can go to table of context here. It talks about the Spring Project. It talked about the national terror. It talks about the strong communist influence Martin Luther King had, and many other things in this article. It gives a background of the founder. Many things covered in these articles here. I'll scroll down some more here. Talks about the Senate hearings, the many other things Dr. King had going on, the mobilization, the funds that came in on a national level and on other levels here. All right. Now, what's interesting here is the very, very interesting things here that the FBI made sure to mention in this report is King's personal conduct, previous sexual experiences, King's mistress, and King's historical aspect. I'm going to scroll down to these last few. You did.
Right.
Because this is one that the main news networks is just, they don't really have a zeal
Right.
to point these things out. Why is that? Because they want, it feels, it's damn near like they just want us to want his image protected. You know what I mean? Just like your family members want the image of the person that violated you protected. It's the same culture. To protect the predator. That culture to protect the predator is in the United States. It's in American culture. They protected Donald Trump's image. They didn't wipe it clean. He's the hero. He's the fighter. He's for America first. He's a goddamn, not convicted criminally, but he paid that money up in that civil case. He assaulted that woman. You understand? Same thing here. Martin Luther King. Unjust, unmoral. Was it morals out the window? Where we at? King's personal conduct. With the funds that he had received from the Ford Foundation, King held the first of two worships in Miami, Florida. And in February 1968, to train Negro ministers and urban leadership. He took that money, he getting what? Pastors and things of that nature. One Negro minister in attendance later expressed his disgust with the behind-the-scenes drinking, fornication, excuse me, drinking, fornication, meaning unlawful, disgusting sexual acts, and homosexuality. Do I got to say it again?
Yeah. Say
This is
so people.
Dr. King was the forefront of the LGBTQ community. Partying. Yeah, they own Diddy parties, bro. They own Diddy party. They own parades behind closed doors. Right? And it's no different with your pastor today, T.D. Jakes. He was on a hot seat with Diddy, right? Yeah. He was on a hot seat with Diddy. He was up there sweating on stage, trying to get it together. Come on now. That went on at the conference. This went on at a conference to teach pastors how to be better ministers. This is a church event. This is a literal church event on how to be the best preacher, the best public speaker, the best influencer. All right. Meanwhile, they took this bread. What did they say? 60,000.
Several Negro and white prostitutes were brought in.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it, Matha. How much money did Did we mention any money in the beginning?
No, it didn't say anyone.
I was probably looking up at the other article. But okay, all this went on at the conference. Several Negro and white prostitutes. They had black prostitutes, and they had your snow bunny. Black boys and black girls holding hands. This is what he really wanted.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to be able to party in public. Okay. They made sure to put this in the article on purpose. Negro and white prostitutes were brought in from the Miami area. An all-night sex orgy was held with these prostitutes and some of the delegates in attendance. Come on now. Why? Where's Fox News though? Why is Bloomberg like, hold up? We out here celebrating Martin Luther King Day and to hold him to be this moral standard, and all his dream and everything. His dream was to be Diddy. One room had a large table in it, which was filled with whiskey. The two Negro prostitutes were paid $50 to put on a sex show for the entertainment of guests. A variety of sex acts deviating from normal were observed. I mean, they was going ham.
It says this activity is not new to King.
This activity, come on, you want to read the rest?
It says this activity is not new to King and his associates. As early as January 1964, King engaged in another two-day drunken sex orgy in Washington, D.C.
I'm going to have you repeat that in a second, but it's important that they put this here. This activity is not new. Meaning what? He's been doing this. They've been doing this before 68. This is just how he operates. You see, everybody around him, his friends and family.
So, like, yes, sir, if I may,
Go ahead.
Let's go back further than that, because think about this, right? It's saying this activity is not new to King. Now, this activity happened in 1964, so we can go back to the late 50s.
Come on now,
when he first came in. So, I mean, saying it's not new. He engaged in another two-day drunken sex orgy in Washington, D.C.
Don't just sound like a Diddy thing. Remember when them Diddy stories started coming up with them?
Yeah.
They were saying they were so exhausted they needed IVs. Who you think Diddy learned it from? He learned it from your TD Jakes. He learned it from your pastors. He learned it from a society that dabbles in homosexuality and sexual immorality. Where you at, Fox News? Where you at, Bloomberg? Where you at, NBC? They wanna keep this squeaky clean image of Martin Luther King. Why? They keep you asleep. They keep you docile. They keep you wanting the love of America. And not only that, Madam, also in the article, it spoke about and talks about dismantling America by collectively being together. Like, this article is like twofold. You know what I mean? This article was twofold. In the beginning, it was like, okay, they understood how to dismantle a society by coming together. Meanwhile, you don't know how to come together more. That's why the school is so important. We understand coming together will bring down our oppressor, but you have to have morals behind that. And not only morals behind that, you gotta follow God. You gotta follow the Most High Christ. Because in that Bible, that's where we get our morality from. Let me back out of here. Okay, hold on. Now, where we at? This activity.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
this activity is not new to King and his associates. As early as January 1964, King engaged in another 2-day drunken sex orgy in Washington, D.C. Many of those present engaged in sexual acts, natural as well as unnatural.
You know what the unnatural is. You know what that unnatural is, right?
Mhm.
Come on.
For the entertainment of onlookers.
Mm.
When one of the females shied away from engaging in an unnatural
She
act,
wanted to get out of there. She was like, "This ain't right." She was already a prostitute, or what in that world, or whatever it may be. One, she's like, "Listen, this ain't right.
right,
I know y'all this, that. Listen, I ain't trying to be a part of this." And this, what happened?
in an unnatural act, King and others of the male present discussed how she was to be taught and initiated in this respect.
Damn, recruitment.
They forced her.
That's an essay right there.
Yeah.
That's essay. Go ahead.
Throughout the ensuing years and until this date, King has continued to carry on his sexual arbitration secretly while holding himself out to the public view as a moral leader of religious conviction.
God damn. And it reads on. It goes into the mistress. He had another woman. Boom, boom, boom. You want to go into this real fast? I think it's only just a couple paragraphs. King's mistress. But before we go on, you want to elaborate on that last part?
Well, what the last part was that's when they forced her. I mean, think about it, right? Just like you said,
they forced
everything that they talk about Martin Luther King, how upstanding and how righteous he was.
Mm-hmm.
Righteous men don't engage in that kind of stuff. You understand? Not to mention forcing a woman to do something that she doesn't want to do. You understand? We got to start looking back. Like, out of all of that integration that he took us into, he forced us into something that we really didn't want. But that sweet talk, that talk that he was giving us in our ear, made us believe we wanted something that we really didn't want. You understand? Not to mention that March on Washington that happened. Martin Luther King and the Big Six got paid $1.5 million for that. That's $250,000 a piece. And in 1959, that was close to $5 million. $250,000 in 1959 was like $5 million.
Jeez.
So Martin Luther King, when he told those people, we coming to Washington to get our check, he wasn't lying. He went and he got his check. We just didn't get ours. He knew what he was going for. We didn't. And this is what happens when we follow immoral people.
Let's get more in the article. But we can stop there. But y'all can, if y'all want the article, just hit us up. But it goes on to the mistress. He had a woman on the side.
It's more than that, because you see that page. You see that page number, right?
Oh yeah. But the articles is out there.
Was that all they put on there? Was that was all they put?
No, it was stuff in the beginning too.
Oh.
But I just hit these 2 points.
Oh, okay.
But Fox ain't tell you, I ain't show you, but you got it here in the Israelite School of UPK, 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Johanna. This is the 1 West News Desk. Breaking news anytime it feels like breaking. You understand? We'll leave you with this. Oh, you want to address in real quick?
Did you want to?
I kind of is. Listen to the person online, Abdul. Islam is trash. Okay, and you say the Bible is whatever you may feel about it, but the Quran plagiarizes the Bible. the Bible has no exist. The Quran has no existence without the Bible. You implant and insert biblical stories within your book to make it relevant. Without the Bible, there is no Quran. Without your plagiarism, you understand? You wouldn't know who Ishmael is. You wouldn't know who Ishmael is, dum-dum. You wouldn't know who the Israelites are. You wouldn't know anything. You wouldn't know all of these biblical characters who they are today.
Right.
And why does Islam cater to Ishmael so much? Why do they cater to Ishmael so much, Matham? And why is a large majority of people in Islam Arabs? Ishmael is the progenitor of the Arabs. Okay? That's just Ishmael trying to be relevant. But Ishmael ain't a part of the covenant. It's Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Ishmael got some trinkets here and there, got some pots and pans. He got some land. He got some, he got a people, but he ain't got the covenant. So Ishmael is an afterthought. All right?
Now people fight irrelevant.
Whatever your nationality is, if you're an Arab, go follow your religion, Islam. If you're a black man, you're an Israelite according to God. So check in. You understand? And Mathon, you got anything?
Nah, that's it.
No sweat. Listen, if you an Arab, he said he's an Arab. Go follow your religion.
Why is he on here?
Why you? This black folk business right here.
Dang.
Keep your business with your people and, go be Islam.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, Islam is a great religion for Arabs. So you and your Arab buddies, you and your Arab friends be in Islam. Okay? As far as for black people and Hispanic people and Native Indian people, we're going to serve the Lord.
Right.
And in the day of the Lord, you will bow down to a black man. You and your Arab friends. A black man by the name of Jesus Christ. Every knee will bow and he will have every crown. Okay?
Stay frosty, my friend.
Stay frosty. Come on, bro. And we'll leave you with this. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Okay? Like and subscribe to this joint, please. Share us. We bring in all the news, whether it be national, international, or local. You want to share this? Anything else in the book?
That's it.
72 or 73 when Roe versus
That'll be foul, ain't it?
Yeah.
funerals, and we want to cry and weep over what we are already doing in the
commanding during your honor
in the abortion clinic.
A couple of years to get ready for peace.
Hard to believe, but it's true. Think about it, right? Since 1973, 72 or 73, when Roe versus Wade first kicked in the high gear, 20 million black babies aborted.
I gotta repeat some of it. But they had a message to Israel last month. Go ahead. They was ordered to take specific steps
to get a free
in this
computer,
war.
but they asked you for your how much you make and all that.
All right, y'all. We out. This is the One West News Desk. Let's see y'all next week between 6 and 7 p.m. for your latest news. Shalom.